morning, adventurers. We are in Puerto Esperanza, which is on the coast of northern Cuba. We are about to go on an amazing horseback ride, I guess, through the countryside. We are going to go visit some different plantations, I think tobacco. I think we're gonna see some fruit, and I think we're gonna see some people who have been living in these mountains out here for hundreds of years without electricity. It should be a pretty interesting day.
We're gonna do it all on horseback.
Yeah.
So this lake right here is where they fish and they serve it in the kitchen, right over there.
Pasar más de 120 kilómetros en hora.
It's prohibited to go faster than 120 miles per hour.
My esteemed friend here is Acevache. And Allison's is tequila. Tequila. We are off, and it has been a little while since we've ridden. We're all a little timid. This is your first time on a horse, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
A beautiful far than Eden could be, the home I have raised from the savage and the home I have loved as a father and child.
Our guide was just telling us that these farmlands, they don't really use any equipment to work it. It's all just manual labor, horses and blood, sweat, and tears, and the occasional bull. How's it going?
Good, only minimal pain in the butt.
How's tequila treating you?
She keeps trying to eat.
Yeah.
So I'm getting really slowed down. I keep having to pull her up. But
Yeah.
other than that, she's a good old gal. She hasn't been running off or anything.
Guys, the views out here are insane. Just got mountains off in the distance in every direction. All kinds of animals. Cows, horses, chickens, turkeys. This is all tobacco grown over here. And apparently the horses like to eat it. I just ducked down and grabbed a quick bite of it.
Get along, little doggy, get along.
We're taking a much needed break. I think our legs are hurting. And our butts.
Yeah.
Que lleve los turistas hasta los sitios.
So we just hopped off the horses to go on a bit of a hike. And our guides were just telling us that out there you can see this like a light blue colored water off in the distance. And that they aren't really able to go out there to give tours because, you know, as Cubans, they're not allowed to get on boats. They're just not allowed to do it. So they can't really go out there, which is crazy. Looks like we're climbing up this thing, whatever it is.
This is actually one of the highest points in the area, and people used to come up here to monitor fires because you could kind of see all around you from up here, but it's abandoned now, so we get to come up here and take in all the views.
And it's a bit terrifying when the wind blows because the whole thing shakes. As we were going down, he said that this tower is like a dog's tail. It wags, but it never falls off.
Farm, and they have coconuts that they're gonna run up and get for us, so you can get fresh coconut water.
Nice.
We just got our coconuts, now we just gotta go milk them.
look. I got 1.5.
Kill these guys.
3, 2, 1, and
We're drinking fresh coconut water. Got some fresh mango slices here. These are actually delicious. Oh, is that the coconut?
Fresh sliced coconut.
Now we're gonna go learn how tobacco is made.
The tobacco seeds, they dry them out and then they plant them, and then I think it's 2 months later, they're ready to be harvested, and then they're brought to a place like this to dry out. And you'll know that it's ready because it starts off, I guess it gets crunchy, but when it's really ready is when it gets kind of silky and fabric feeling. And then once that's done, they just hand it over to the state, and the state decides, I guess, kind of the grade of the tobacco. And then from there, it takes about 2 years for it to, or it'll ferment, and it takes 2 years for it to be to the point where I guess it's usable. So the whole process, I think they said from seed to finish, can take up to 3 years, which I didn't really realize. Like, the older it is, the better it gets.
We are back on the horses. That was pretty amazing. That was just a whole family back there. This is their farm. We were just talking about stories about, or they were sharing stories about how they live their life and how they view Americans and all this stuff, and it was just so fascinating to like connect with their culture in that way. Very cool. Oh, we got a gang up ahead. I don't know what we're gonna have to do. We've just been heading through all this really thick brush and overgrown stuff. I think the beach should be about up there. I think we're almost there. The horse just stepped on Allison's foot.
What is it? It hurts. Just a little. It's okay. She got me good right there, but I pushed her off.
Yeah. We have found the water. It is over through all this stuff. So apparently we're gonna go snorkeling. We're gonna go right through all this brush right there. That's our way to the water. There are about 1,000 little tiny crabs running around our feet right now. It's kind of creepy because they look like little spiders. So we just got done snorkeling. Allison and I decided, we only went out for a little bit and decided to come back because we're just not huge fans of snorkeling.
No, I really panic with the contraption on, and there were all kinds of, there was a bunch of seaweed and then stuff all over the bottom.
Little sea urchins and stuff.
Sea urchins, and so you couldn't really put your feet down, and it's so hard to breathe, and then you try not to panic, but you start panicking and you try to breathe harder and faster, and you can't, and then it just goes downhill.
But it looks like everyone is returning now, so I think we're going to all get changed, hop back on the horses, and then head back.
every bit of everything hurts.
So we're back at Wendy's place. That was an intense day, y'all.
Yeah.
We've been riding for like, what, 8 hours?
8 hours.
Jeez, I am so freaking red. I don't know if you guys can really see, but like, look at that.
Yep.
Is that insane or what?
That's what happens when you don't put your sunscreen on, kids.
I forgot to put it on my legs. But it was pretty magical. You know, we always love riding horses, and we're starting to slowly but surely get better at it, I think.
Yeah, but the chafing doesn't get lesser anytime we do it.
Yeah, and her horse was kind of a jerk. But now we're back. We are going to drink some much needed agua and probably cerveza. We're just now sitting down to dinner. We have an amazing smorgasbord of delicious bites. We got some more yuca, we got some plantains. We've also got some fish.
An entire fish.
Yeah, we're not sure what type of fish it is, but
I'm sure it's gonna be magical.
it's a whole fish. Yeah.
Hey, so should I put it out?
No, just give it back to Ash when you're done.
You're really like kissing it.
Yeah. That's it? Yep, you're smoking a cigar.
Took a little bit in.
So I really hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us on our little horse ride through the Cuban countryside. I think we're gonna hit the hay right now. It's pretty early, it's like 9:30, but we are just
so
exhausted.
Tired. Our bodies have been burned and bruised. A horse stepped on me earlier.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, we are going to bed right now. So good night, adventurers.
We'll see you on the road.